Mr. Lynch, live, never. Good morning, Mr. Simply, or 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 simply, David. What? It's April 28, 2025. It's Monday in Naples. We are clear at sometimes so little cloudy. In general, clear from little scusi media skies, media for me means clear at the same time clouds is an alternative di clouds, but general clear. And two things is not once really after noon and 20. It's noon and 20. 73 for Fahrenheit. 23 Celsius. And this means it's really soft. Easy periods. Soft it's a classic adjective to use for speaking at also to periods. Questi rapporti per sicuro tra persone non ricorderai perché poi usano un po' di cene supposi giuro trovare aziende le università così si mettono sama propose like the people junto a cene si vedono per per lo trasformi e da lì deve essere un antico vicino non so fa crudo in summer in winter sense in the sense ti fa gli autumn si just for si che sia così aggettivo soft for summer aggettivo for winter aggettivo solo si che sia in genere non si che sia in Italia classic adjective and as regards the English it is for me also absolutely completeness it's really seems that when is first period speaking serious instead Friday April 4 when if same time during nights those systems it seems still slight wind slight cool and part of wind it's emozionante and I didn't remember nights of very like this in the past years I didn't notice this next very like this as I remember is or this for me and for other people and or in general for me was good is still about the sky but also atmosphere in general today I don't know if you can say it just for me it's good but not completely I can be free as a part in the afternoon think at temperature 26 repeat this adjective for 73 and 45 and 23 Celsius but the important thing is fear it doesn't you really se voglio chissà when there is some repeating inside there is a quantity in general should be most perfect at least I suppose in fact it doesn't repeat this clear also the some little close it's a clear sky but also it is night some little clouds on the way considering what really considering that the name is stage considering the view instrumentalizations starting the year I think what's later could have been non effettuato ma sure most reclami no, non so se vuol dire che tra questi tu le note possibili but it's just not using a transition to this essentially makes it clear this one screen yes here maximum nostra lite bene, tamam. Så season da dico Windows Google insomma tutto praticamente ordina 2 years fakka hundi sentence it's with encode van light so fakt verloof voor de fakka twee niet verloof van de fakka twee wit is wordt in die insomma 2 years plus is view per dus was in momento però also due better visible for me it's until in shot si want si minga generation sigari che nessuno mi si può vendere tutti i miei generi misi possono si chiesero mi better visible in sentire shot possono si chiesero si want si minga generation. And finally, domani di Kiva. E my DGX, scanning 40, EPG, scanning 25. Also, in this case, is me, Jenny Shutter. Yeah, stiamo capito, stavo facendo di forza. E se che dica dove sono un bel esiste. Sono un surfa, adesso mi schiesa. And finally, I hope you will get back today. It's late in general. I think what's going on is going to non so, pensi quando si vede slide rate, appena si vede mi informarsi, ma non importa se fare con regole accese, se non si titolo salve che fa con breakfast. Finite nazioni a restart diritto, finite in parte non di attività, se finite le regole si regole sono sentite sulle strage. Ripeto, close messo di fare regole, ma sono si che sono formalità che si slightly close. Late, light late, a bit in the series, slide late, as you remembers. It's just really obviously, that's really important. Non in 20% di scienze, ma si attenzione qui, possono venire fortemente sono migliore. And as a new necessity, e che fa, si sono mosso ultimamente. Absolutely, as you know, it's 6 shots, for risks. There are many common beautiful comments. Biscuits and cereals, as you can biscuits per me, the skyness, the cookies with chocolate teaspoons, infatti mi stiga sullo favorite cookies biscuits by for Mr. Lynch and this, but there are two things that in particular I consider the this. First one is about the milk fat in shots, tolling and it the coffee mostly. Also the quick chocolate fa così un short frammento video. Una shot e quindi inizia a essere effetto in questo secondo questo video particolare mega bomba. Second thing is about the serious fact. And if there are beautiful sister covenant in series. For me, it's second presupposition. Because at the first presupposition. For me, era bam in series. Fact. Always, I really recommend them to you because they are really super bad. I'll see you tomorrow as opposed to today. Perché non ti tomorrow to the lap and I will see.